Family and friends of Vicki Hansen are giving us insight into her relationship with her ex-husband, Bruce Hansen, who's now charged with her October murder.
Yeah, Shatanya Clark joins us now with our top story. So, Shatanya, although police say Hansen's story of the death being a suicide, they were very suspicious almost from the moment they arrived after the very delayed 911 call.
They were, Lauren. They say there were so many inconsistencies in his story and the evidence. And also, her family and friends were not buying it because of the abusive nature of the relationship.
I hope that somebody can listen to this or hear it and try to find a plan to get out of a domestic violence situation.
On October 14th, Wichita Falls police responded to the 6700 block of Geronimo Drive on a possible suicide. Officers spoke with Bruce Allen Hansen, who said his wife, 65-year-old Vicki Annette Hansen, was dead in their bedroom from a gunshot wound. Her daughter, Christy Wise, some 1,200 plus miles away, not convinced her mother could have done such a thing.
My brother saw that they took all the guns out of the house, bags and bags of evidence out of the house that night and early into the next morning on the 15th. The detective talked to both of us and said that they were investigating her death. No one would ever say, you know, one way or another whether my mom had shot herself or not.
Wise says her mother's relationship with Hansen has been very abusive since the beginning. In fact, Wise says it was the reason for their divorce in the 80s, not long after they married.
He's broken her jaw, her nose, busted her eardrums. She couldn't hear out of an ear because of it. I went to go live with my dad when I was 14 because of the situation with Bruce and my mom.
Wise says there was a time when Vicki and Bruce were not living together, but at some point in the 90s, they purchased a house and moved back in together, but did not remarry. And even then, the relationship was not perfect. Vicki worked for Work Services Corporation for 25 years, where she retired as a dining hall manager at Shepherd Air Force Base. One of her colleagues and friends, Richard Osborne, agrees Vicki was happy when she was traveling and enjoying time with her grandkids, despite many being aware her home life was not so pleasant.
I've been out with him many occasions. Very rude, very obnoxious. None of her friends cared for him, none of the co-workers, so she was reluctant to bring him to most social gatherings.
Wise says she has witnessed her mother's physical abuse with her own eyes. Ironically, according to his statement, the day Vicki died was Bruce Hansen's birthday, and she was making him a cake that day. Osborne says they'll never understand why Vicki didn't leave in time and encourage those going through something similar to make a plan and get out.
We love you, Vicki.
Now, Christy says her mom recently visited and her family in Florida.
Okay, Shatanya, thank you very much for that report.
Now, as for the alleged murder weapon, Wise says both her mother and stepfather own registered guns.
Police say when they arrived on scene, Bruce Hansen was belligerent and appeared intoxicated, and they smelled alcohol on his breath.